Hi, I'm Marina Garza with Tag Team Analysis, and today I'm going to show you some quick and easy ways of creating playlists based on your library. So I'm just going to do a quick run through. We've got these fields: genre, subgenre, styles, featured instruments, moods, and then over here is kind of like our little makeshift play area where we're going to actually create playlist titles and maybe grab some tags that are actually all have similarities in the playlist track descriptor section. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with the genre, and we're going to notice that we've got, in this example, we have a whole lot of different types of genres. So we're going to just pick one genre first. And let's go with the rock genre. I'm sure that's in here somewhere. There we go. So we're going to filter just the rock genre, and then it leads us to a subgenre, and then it leads us to styles, and we're trying to find correlations, obviously, to create a playlist. So we want to group things together that make sense. Let's go from here. What I'd like to do is let's narrow down our subgenre to pop rock and see what comes up. So we have a decent amount of tracks that have pop rock as a subgenre. And if you notice, there's a lot of indie rock, and then there's some stuff like Latin rock that might be, there's some different, traits that may or may not work. But, we're going to go from here. You see a lot of indie rock and a lot of pop rock. But what we want to do next is we want to filter our styles. We want to find all the correlations that styles have to offer that are all connected. So we're going to look through here, and we're going to notice there's a lot of similarities in tags here. We've got a lot of good times, road trip, celebration. We've got youth and summer. We got a lot of that all throughout here. So let's do this. We're going to let's filter here. Let's look at the filtering chart and see what we have. We may not even have to filter. We may just look and find and just pick some things out that are really dominant. And I see road trip is a real dominant tag. Good times is a dominant tag. Youth, summer. I'm seeing that a lot. And road trip. So what I'm going to do is come over here to my track playlist, and I've already kind of pre-did this already. So these are the things that I saw a lot: feel good, summer, celebration. So that's the title I kind of chose just quickly: feel good, summer, celebration. And then playlist track descriptors here. These are the things that came up quite a lot: youth, teen, inspiration, breezy, and obviously electric guitar is, a dominant factor in the featured instrumentation. We do have a lot of, breezy comes out a lot in texture, so that's a good one to pick up. And these are things that you can add to when you create this playlist. If you want to play, come up with a description for the playlist, like bright and breezy with feel-good grooves and that elicit youth and teen feels, like you can go off with some of these keywords. But I put this out here just so you can kind of see how we can take some of our keywords that come up quite a lot in certain scenarios, and we can use that to do the playlisting. Sometimes it's better to just play, instead of doing the genre or the subgenre, based on how many genres. Like if you have, let's say we have Latin in here, and we don't have that many Latin tracks, we might want to lump those up with something that is close to what's style related. So let's clear this out. I'll give you an example. So let's say we're still, let's get out of here. And then we're going to look, we have a lot of different, obviously across the board genres here, but let's see how many classical genres we have. We don't have very many, right? We just have 2. And these are, and they're very diverse. They're not correlated, very similar. You can tell that. So these are the ones that we might want to take some of these style tags, like ceremony. That's a good example. So we want to grab ceremony. Let's filter out. And let's just filter ceremony and see how many tracks come up with ceremony. Okay, so there's a couple extra more. So that might be something that will work for a playlist. And it may not have to be the genre and the subgenre, but it's more heavily on style. So then we can come from here and we're like, okay, we have some ceremony. You know, we might want to add more. There's adventure and ceremony, or inspiration. Inspiration is a good one. Maybe a little too general. So you want to kind of like build from there out. So these are like really good examples of how you can create your playlists. I didn't want to go too involved in this, but I can definitely do types of consultations to help libraries. Like this is just a great example of a general array of genres. But a lot of libraries are way more detailed if it's a specific style related library, like trailers or cinematic. Then it gets way more involved in fine-tuning tags that fit and creating really strategic playlist titles. All helpful in getting your tracks found out there. So yeah, so that's just a quick example for you, and hopefully this helps.